Erev Shabbat Shalom, Parashat Chukat, and here we are again Erev Shabbat with the Dvar Torah in English. I want to share with you one of my favorite Divrei Torah. It's an idea I came across probably over 25 years ago, and every time I get to Parashat Chukat, it inspires me again, and I would like to share it with you. And our Parsha opens up with the halachot of Tumat Met, of Tumah, a person who dies, and what happens with all the situations of Tumah and Tahara. And the Torah opens up, it starts Zot Chukat HaTorah, but then after a few psukim, it says again, Zot HaTorah Adam Ki Yamut Ba'ohel. Literally meaning, these are the rules for a situation where a person died in a building or in a tent, and what happens regarding all the other things that were together with him in that place. Chazal, sounds a bit far-fetched at first, extrapolate from this phrasing of the pasuk, Zot HaTorah Adam Ki Yamut Ba'ohel. So Chazal extrapolate in Masechet Gittin, Rish Lakish says, Zot HaTorah En HaTorah mitkayemet ela b'mi shememit et atzmo alea. Zot HaTorah Adam Ki Yamut Ba'ohel. If a person really wants to acquire Torah, he has to be willing to die for it, so to say, in a bit of a kind of a parable. Or to give yourself over totally to Torah. That is the only way you can really acquire Torah. Zot HaTorah, if you want Torah, b'mi shememit et atzmo alea. That is the idea that Rish Lakish conveys to us, that we really have to give ourselves to Torah if we want to acquire it. But the Sfat Emet, the Rebbe Migur, asks a question. He says, in a Hasidic way, and he says, wait a second. Zot HaTorah Adam Ki Yamut Ba'ohel, we have to die for Torah? We know that the Torah says, V'chai b'hem, mitzvot are to live by. HaKadosh Baruch Hu wants the mitzvot to give us life, to enhance us, to live by them. What does this mean? How do Chazal extrapolate, how to fulfill the mitzvah of Torah from Zot HaTorah Adam Ki Yamut Ba'ohel, as to say a person should die for it? And says the Sfat Emet, the Chazal weren't talking literally. What Chazal meant, En HaTorah mitkayemet ela b'mi shememit et atzmo alea. Meaning, memit et atzmo. If you're going to learn Torah, and if you're going to understand, if you want to understand HaKadosh Baruch Hu's Torah, you have to put yourself aside. You have to put your ego, put it aside. Memit et atzmo. And listen to what HaKadosh Baruch Hu has to say to you. That is the only way you can really acquire Torah. If you have the humility to put your own positions and your own presumptions aside when you're learning, only then will be able to understand what HaKadosh Baruch Hu is telling us. And that, I think, is a very big lesson, because a lot of times when we approach a text, we approach Torah, we approach anything, a lot of times we come with our presumptions, we come with our own beliefs, and we come with our own assumptions that we have beforehand, and we automatically analyze what we see based on our perspective that we had beforehand. And what Rish Lakish is telling us, Zot HaTorah Adam Ki Yamut Ba'ohel, memit et atzmo, put yourself aside. Put yourself aside for a second. Listen to what HaKadosh Baruch Hu has to say to you through the text of the Torah, through the words of the Torah, and then we'll be able to really absorb Torah, a Torah mitkayemet, in a full way. And that, I think, is a way of life, to be able to be humble, to be able to put ourselves aside, to be able to listen to what HaKadosh Baruch Hu is telling us, and through all reality. It's true also for when we listen to other people. Another context, if we always know how to put ourselves aside, to have the humility, we'll be able really to listen to other people, and especially be able to absorb Torah and to understand what really HaKadosh Baruch Hu wants from us. Shabbat Shalom.